Hello everyone, it's Friday, and it's Math with Mrs. R. I think I might be going crazy in this room alone. I need my students back. Okay, we're gonna do math today. So pull out Friday. You have actually two different math sheets in here. So pull it out. This one, boys and girls, the one that says review what you know, I want you to do that by yourself. I want you to do that independently because I want to know, what do you know? Okay, so just do your best. I'm not going to do this with you, but just do your best because I want to know what you know. The other sheet you will see is homework and practice 12-9. Remember, we are just choosing a couple different lessons to do with measurement, and then we're going to move on next week. So this is the last unit 12 we're going to do, and let's get to work. Let's do this together. All right, so let's look at 12-9. We're going to continue to work with centimeters and inches and measuring. I want you to look down here at the bottom. To solve this problem, you can use string or buttons to help. So sometimes when we're measuring, we don't always use a ruler because maybe we can't measure a certain item. Maybe we use a string and we can use a string. I don't have string, but you know what I do have? Oh my goodness, I have my headphones right here. I could use the string on this to measure something, and then I could hold it up to a ruler and get a more accurate measurement. So here it says, find the length of the chain at right. Okay, right here, this chain. Before you find it, I want you to guess, how many inches do you think that chain is? Mrs. R is gonna guess in her mind, but she's not gonna write it on her paper because I want you to choose your own guess. And then once you've guessed, I want you to get a string, or if you had headphones like Mrs. R, something loose that you can actually use to recreate this chain, okay? And we're gonna go like this, okay? Well, that's as close as probably I'm gonna get, okay? And I'm gonna put it down over the string, and then I'm gonna clasp my fingers on where that stopped. It stopped right here. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put this on my ruler by inches to see how long this actually is. Oh boy, look, that's about 5.5 inches. Did you guys also get that? Is that what you guessed? All right, so down here, the actual measurement was 5.5 inches. I'm gonna tell you my guess now. I was gonna guess that this was about 4 inches. It looked smaller to me, but then when I actually measured it, it was longer. Pretty cool. Let's turn the page over. It says distance around your shoe. Shoes have different sizes and shapes. The picture shows the bottom of a shoe, right here. What is the total distance around the bottom of one of your shoes? Okay, before we actually measure our shoe, it says what units of measure will you use? Do you think we would use centimeters to measure our shoe? We could, but it would be a lot. Do you think we're gonna use yards to measure our shoe? No. What about feet? We could. Mrs. R could probably measure hers in feet, but you guys would probably want to measure yours in inches. And we're gonna do inches because everything else would be too big and centimeters would be too small, okay? Inches, because everything else would be too big. Okay, and then centimeters would just be too small. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to get a shoe. The only shoe I have around is my slipper. It's big. And it says, what is the distance around one of your shoes? Okay, explain how you found it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my shoe, I'm gonna take my string, and I'm gonna simply go around my shoe with my string, until it meets up. Or I'm using my headphones, but you could use string, you could use your headphones, and wherever it meets, right here, let's see, make sure this is, oop, nope. It's kind of challenging. Are you having a hard time with this too? Okay, let's see here. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it right there and I'm gonna pinch the end so I know. So it's about, oh geez, wow, big feet, okay. So like I said, Mrs. R is gonna use feet for hers, you guys are gonna use inches. And we're trying to do a round, and I'm gonna put that string up next to a ruler. And mine is about 2 feet long. Yours, boys and girls, are not going to be 2 feet long. How long were yours? Did you actually need to go into feet and not inches? Tell me right here. Okay, let's look at the bottom. It says, explain how you could use your other shoe to double check your work. How could we double check our work? Well, if we went ahead and did the same thing to the other shoe, we could make sure we had roughly the same amount, right? Because your feet are about the same size. Sometimes one of our feet are bigger than the other, but we could just do the same thing to the other one and check our work.